Okay. This is Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition. I'm not going to... I just started the game. This is my character. I forget how to... There's so much shit. Okay, I played the first one for like an hour or two. Okay, yeah, so I didn't want to do the whole character creation thing and start that. Yeah, an elf, a mystic, a jester, female. My stats. I put, I think, 1 into wits. So it's summoning and polymorph. What I did there. Lore master. A pet pal, ancestral knowledge, and corpse eater. So yeah, I went and I accidentally hit quick load a little bit ago, because I knocked down the door, and then I knocked down this other door. I'm supposed to go upstairs, I think. But yeah. I sort of got a handle of the controls. A little bit. I don't know how far I can move. But yeah, I just started, and then I accidentally reloaded. Now I gotta start again. It did give me a little thing saying to... What's this? Okay, so that's gonna be annoying. I don't know... Okay, so... It's very subtle, but there's a, it lets me know... Oh, that was quiet. It lets me know, with the move icon going a little bit more gray.
Not the most elegant solution, was it?
Last time I blew this thing up, but... I'm not doing that this time. I actually thought that this game was not able to be recorded because I was getting a black screen, and then I remembered I turned on the Y22 color spectrum or whatever in the options, and I forgot the Elgato. I don't know why I turned it on, but I did, and then I forgot the Elgato doesn't like it. Already though, this game seems to be a lot better than the first one. The first one is janky, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just raiding this chick, I guess. I don't know. I keep wanting to hit start to do shit, and this game just doesn't do that. Weird, scaly body. Actually showing, weirdly showing more, or showing less, than what was shown in the character thing. So I guess some tops are just more revealing, I don't know. What am I doing exactly? Oh, that's just open.
An animal's sty. Fate or food?
I'm gonna save. Are you sure you want to leave the tutorial deck? Oh. So this entire thing is the tutorial deck. I can just fuck around here. That's cool. So you are meant to just fuck around. I thought I was like breaking it or something. I don't know. This is what I did before with the other door. I couldn't think of any other way to do it. Go. Weird. Pressure plates on the other side.
me out of this cage and I'll make it worth your while. You in? A gentlewoman among jesters, you are. Give that lever a pull, and I guarantee we'll both get something out of the deal.
Before you can even touch the lever, you hear a sniff and snort behind you as the snoring Magister mumbles himself awake. One bloodshot eye opens, and then another.
Is my shift over? Are you here to relieve me? Oh, wait, you're no Magister.
Sometimes he feels.
You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy elf? Choose your words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face.
Oh yeah, this is way different than the first one. It's like the first game just seems like a prologue, and they was just trying to get things right. Like I can see that this one is like the one where they hit it.
A clever story.
Okay. Well, I tried.
Should've known there'd be trouble.
So that just takes one pip.
So much for a peaceful stroll.
The prisoner's buoyant voice darkens as his eyes rest on yours.
Ah, freedom. Tastes better than wine. I'm nothing if not a man of my word. And I did give my word I'd set you free, lass. Say your prayers.
What an idiot. They got water and oil there. That didn't ignite it at all. That just made it worse. Interesting. Yoink. Pick my candles back up. Fucking love candles. And one of the reasons I'm just not wearing anything is just because what I was wearing wasn't really giving me anything anyway, so may as well have ass shot. Okay.
Shaking her fluffy coat, the sheep eyes you balefully, her rectangular eyes like letterboxes to the void. With one sharp hoof, she kicks you right in the shin.
Fresh meat. Nice. Plump. Banded like a chicken's leg too.
The depth of unamused ennui staring back at you from those ovine eyes is startling.
Are you referring to the ballerina? Oh, so funny.
With two shakes of her stumpy tail, the sheep turns away from you to peruse her hay-filled manger.
Interesting.
Did you expect a needle? Did you expect a needle?
Maybe. I don't know, is there one? Seeing if I can light it on fire.
Did you expect a needle?
Saying to look around for like a key or some shit, but I'm not seeing anything.
Get your dirty little...
Oh. In the vase. Okay, weird. Oops. And that just sends me back here. I guess that's the way I was supposed to have gone, I guess. I don't know. So I got this on sale for like 23 bucks for both games, so it's like I just felt I didn't have the money to spend the 50 something on Baldur's Gate 3, so I got this instead. Okie dokie. I'm assuming that's a one-time use thing.
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself. There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters. No. You're alive, and you're having a conversation. You are on a ship, of course, but luckily for us both, we're merely sailing the plain old sea.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good girl, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Source. For good.
Leaning to whisper his master below deck separate.
She frowns and peers at you closely, resting the back of one hand on your forehead and taking your pulse with the other.
Delusions such as these are rare, but not unheard of. I recommend a cup of mulled wine and another night's sleep. Just take it easy.
Fair enough.
Now, where did I leave my cup?
Gods! There's been a murder here.
Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does. You surprised? You're one of them. You know what sorcerers are capable of? Whoever did this found a way around their collar and killed a man. Small ones this time, thank the gods. We'll find out who did it, one way or another.
A young Magister stands pale and silent. Her knuckles whiten around her weapon as you pass.
Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
Sure, maybe you can. I was first. That is kind of funny. That's the trick you haven't mastered yet.
I thought as much. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that? Thanks. I just want to catch whoever did this before they hurt anyone else. It seems as though there's a pattern in the blood flow. That can't be natural.
Poetry book. Yeah.
Nothing to see here.
The pale young woman.
Come on, please, Losa.
I forgot how to sing. I did. Ah, there you are. Wife, would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical. How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be confused with anyone else. What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we? You presume right. Nope, trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better. Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it. You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
Oh.
You! Sorcerer! Blood? No! Go! Ruff!
Name? I don't like comedy. Well, you aren't here on my list. Scrammy. We're trying to catch a killer here.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty.
A murder?
Maybe that has the magic. I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Finer fare than boiled roots and rotten tubers, too. Meanwhile,
This
the
is like
Majesty's
way
feast
better
on honeyed
than
meat
Divinity 1,
behind
I
this
have to say.
very
I'm very
wall.
sorry.
The indignity.
The first one, it just felt, even I only played for an hour or so. I'm sure the game is great. It's just, it seemed incredibly sparse, and this is already so much more lively. I can't, like, the charm, at least in this first hour or so, is like 10 times that of the first one. And again, I'm only like an hour in the first one. I just got to like the first town or whatever. It's like after the orc fight, and then the talking cat guy. And that's as far as I got.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot. lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like. Rolling dice, deciding fates.
She eyes you suspiciously.
Not the future, no, but I can read the past in flesh. Just like you. And I'm quite good at it, too. I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall I?
You don't see why
She
not.
gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient like a cat grooming.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers. As everyone lay sleeping, you lay awake thinking of someone back home. A very special someone. You were reminiscing about the things you used to do together. Of course it is. The truth's right there, skin deep. You may have to bite a bit deeper, though. Not every elf is as skilled in the art as I am. But anyway, don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me. I don't lick and tell. Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
Fucking so many horny people. I guess this is starting to explain in the new Divinity trailer with all the animal fucking orgy. I'm guessing it's the lizard people that's here.
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Is over here. Although these seem to be like more anthro than what I've seen in the trailer.
Ask what you must.
I've nothing to hide. I forgot how to sing. I did.
It was a pretty hot scene though. I do love me some public orgy. Which you don't see too often in media. So they're always kind of nice. Very graphic for what it is.
The elf is
balls
reading
on
a
them.
volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out and examines your face, tugging at your ears and prodding your nose.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
What purpose did that serve? Was that a greeting? Was it... Oh dear. I seem to have crossed some cultural taboo. How... difficult. You have my apologies, fellow elf. Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me more than once. I do not believe I've been drawn anywhere. It is a quaint little read, but it has its faults. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
There has been a murder.
Oh, please. I have no interest in that. Your books are too full of it already. No, I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind? Of course you don't have any use. Now please, run along. I have a world.
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his eyes off his book.
Here's the register, ma'am. Good, good. Magister Williams, you faring okay so far? Trust me, with Bishop Alexander in charge, things will get a lot better from here on out. He's God-woken, you know. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner. Well, well. What have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
There's some discoloration, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on a squalid little ship like this. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
Not sure if my character can or not.
Ah, music to my beleaguered stomach. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor? Oh, but to feel the caress of satin on my scarlet skin once more. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of... the very basics, then. I suppose. So, 3 questions asked. As per your own testimony, you can... I offer you my sincerest congratulations. As of now, you are my slave.
Sure.
Of course you accept. Mine wasn't an offer, it was an order. Anyway, you may leave me for a moment. We'll go over your duties once we reach Fort Joy. Now shoot!
Who we are, what we've done, they mean less than nothing as long as these collars choke us.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms faced. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but...
Listen up, kiddo. You hear that?
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was...
His eyes snap open. He looks at you and frowns.
Murder? Ah, that's what they were going on and on about. I wouldn't know anything about it. I kill a man. He knows who done it. His daddy knows who done it. And the mayor knows who done it too.
His eyes flutter shut, and he assumes his position of repose once more.
Whether they catch me is another matter, but I ain't one to hide my accomplishments. The ship, of course.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates.
And? Sick as a leper's cat. From the state of it, I'd say she's being cared for by a bunch of beardless babes who never loved anyone but their own mums. But there's more. Listen close. There now, just like that.
Squeak!
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There! You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, kiddo. Good news. It's the wheel. The wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east. Burn my beard. That means if we've been traveling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy. Captain, actually. And that figure tells me we're getting close to the Joy. Close to what lies beyond it, too.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard.
It's really nice. I like
Medallions
this.
Jingling merrily.
I don't want to
His eyes
stream
roll
all of
over
this
to you.
though, because I generally.
That'll be all. Thank ye kindly, kiddo.
I ain't saying nothing. Did you see the body? They ought to let you taste a bit. Maybe you'd find out who done it.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard.
Oh right, I do have that ability. I'll ask to see if I can do that, or maybe I'll just do it. Wasn't there blood? Oh, that's...
So, anything interesting for me? I'll take that as a... So, anything... Right.
Can I, like, lick the blood? Apparently that's a thing I can do.
Nothing to see here.
I guess not.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right. I'm busy watching for clues, sorcerer. Go take your son.
A scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the man.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again. He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck. He winks.
Pinches less that way, right?
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons ago. Isn't that right, Vic?
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing. Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword and now he's Johnny Big Pants. No. The dead man, Finn, is it? I'd no business with him. And I wouldn't put a man down without good reason.
He glances over at Magister Victor, who...
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough. Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the Joy. Away from the Joy, I've heard a lot. Nothing good. No surprise. Wonder if we'll get to meet the Ringmaster himself. Not eager to bow before the great Bishop Alexander, son of the Divine himself. My sentiments exactly. But Vic here will blow a blood.
What are you conspiring about?
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got a bee in his bonnet. And that bee is me.
Name.
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down in a tiny notebook. He scowls at you as he stows the notebook back in his voluminous robe.
Away with you.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips as he leans back against the wall.
What? Didn't make it...
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God! The woman's mad! You there, sorcerer! Go and fetch Magister Siwan! We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
Oh.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts Source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
A Wendigo. I'm fighting the Wendigo? Oh. No, that was no fight.
What? What's happened?
Yeah, that's not doing anything. Hell's all this deck of cards bullshit? Just nothing? Okay. Wait. Oh, I thought it said human 8. I was like, oh. The other side could be open, but I don't care. There's probably a better way to do this. But I just wanted to attack continuously. I don't know if you can. There probably is, though. Sketches of dragons fill every page. The artist is hardly talented, but enthusiastic. Oh. Melly.
been the turnips. You.
The lizard's eyes close as he slips into
You're dead.
The dwarf lies in a heap on the floor, his great beard twisted and tangled.
No, not the final dark. Not yet.
It's no use.
The dice roll darkly.
Interesting. I believe...
As the dead man's flesh slides down your throat, you feel his consciousness enter yours. His memories are yours to experience. You are Finn. Your heart is heavy. You know too much. It's all too much. You met him. A bright light blinds you, then fades. You feel a tremendous power in your hands, but they are shaking so hard you can barely use them. Suddenly you're on this very ship, crouched in a corner, hugging your knees. A figure approaches, an older woman. Her eyes are kind. She comes closer. She says she wants to talk. She reaches a hand toward you. You grasp it. The memories end. You are no longer Finn. You return to yourself with a jolt.
You learned a new skill. Okay. What skill did I? Adrenaline? Oh. I think that's what I mean, I don't know. I think that's what I got. I don't know. Very strange. Like, I know these games are open-ended to hell and back. What about this amulet? Weird, I have an amulet and I don't know where it is. Huh. Bushy sounds.
The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding from a dire-looking wound. The Magister lies...
could attack her. Interesting. So you can go down here. Now. That's okay. Yeah. So much like random shit I can just steal. Reminds me of Morrowind. Just take everything that's in the beginning. Random ass stairs. Apple juice. Tomato.
Ifan lies motionless, curled on the ground like an animal. Under his shaggy hair, you can see green eyes fluttering as if in a nightmare. A low whine escapes his lips. His eyes flicker open, but he doesn't register your presence at all.
Lucien. Lucien.
Ifan cries out, then his eyes fall closed again. No matter how much you shake him now, he cannot be roused. The dwarf lies in a heap on the floor. His great big... You hear a faint thud, thud.
Yeah. Huh. An eyeball from a bloodhound. Key to stern room. That this? No, not that.
The hound paws desperately at its snout. It winces as it draws blood from its wet black nose and continues scratching. The dog notices you for the first time and snarls, the hairs on its back prickling as it lowers itself into a lunge.
You sorcerer!
It sneezes suddenly and paws at its nose once.
Can't smell. Can't breathe. Too much sauce. Too much. Too much. Please make it stop. Too much.
The dog whines.
Not long before this thing snaps into splinters. Damn! That doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards.
What was that? Oh. Oh. Mug of water. Trap disarming kit. Poi crossbow.
Thank the gods. By divine grace, who was that howling?
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards his blade.
Another sorcerer! Even if I knew how to rip that thing off, I wouldn't. Some crazy banshee comes screaming through, and now we got void bugs swarming up top. Saw it coming, I did. Sorcerer mutiny. Your lies.
Ah. Well, that wasn't a lie. You're just stupid. .meter range. Bust of Alexander.
Bishop Alexander. If Lucian were alive, what would he think of his son's divine order?
Pillow. Still a pillow.
And you thought Rivellon was flat.
The fuck does bound tomb mean? Steal a painting. Sell that shit later. Heavy letter. Great painting. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but
God damn it! Need to get off this wreck, and quick!
take that. I am playing on Explorer difficulty. So, shit, I guess I can make her early. I mean, so long as it doesn't give me a time thing on here, I'm just gonna fucking do it.
Great gods! Something's pounding on the hull!
The marking on the door was painted recently, judging from its pungent scent. You recognize the symbol immediately for what it is. A warning of death fog within. You press your palm against the door to open it. The wood feels neither cold nor warm, but simply grey. The color drains from your hand, and you are left numb.
Okay. Ah.
You pass through the door and are suddenly face to face with an undead. His skull is bizarrely angular, and a glorious jewel sits in the middle of his forehead. The skeleton is quickly leafing through a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia, muttering to himself.
No, no, no! What damn fools record knowledge on a pulped tree? It catches fire, it turns into must when wet, it cannot even resist acid! No wonder they're so bloody ignorant.
The skeleton looks up and notices you for the first time.
Oh, it's you.
Okay, yeah, it's the same guy. He just basically got ripped from One Piece. Okay. Yeah.
The skeleton groans and looks back to his book.
I know your god did not gift you with much, but kindly use the little you were given. Do you look at me and think, why yes, there is someone with organs enough to drown? Trifling matters like water and poison do not concern me. No, damp robes are the most I have to fear. Once this glorified skiff hits the sea floor, I will simply walk to shore.
Fair enough.
Whereas you, I believe, have lifeboats to pointlessly squabble over. I believe you did. Although I was wearing the face of an elf at the time. I had a mask, rather ingeniously designed, which allowed me to take that primitive form. A mask that was stolen by that damned witch after her little scene. Still, she'll drown with the rest of these fools, and I will simply pluck my mask from her cold, dead hands. Indeed, just as sensible as getting off a sinking ship and leaving a fellow to his business. I would say good day, but it seems quite likely that you're about to die a rather terrible death, sir.
The skeleton shrugs casually.
Okie dokie. Skull mark key. I need to learn to read before slapping into my inventory. There doesn't seem to be anything of use in there. Oh. Okie dokie. I'll leave you to it then.
A lifeboat! That means there's still a chance!
Shut your trap, kid. Children and dwarfs first, just like the old stories say.
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes to no avail.
You said there were other people down there. We need to help them.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here. Hear that, kid? We need to go.
Well, what about the ladder? It's right over there. You can go straight down.
Yeah, no one is like anything right now, so.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Orivan.
Those Voidwoken made short bloody work of the ship. Am I the lone survivor?
No, the skeleton dude's probably still kicking.
Something wanted me alive. I thought the Order would get rid of any trace of the old Source King.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head.
I'm not supposed to talk to elves. Well, elves eat people and their pets. Elves don't know the alphabet.
The child's eyes grow.
People ask you to eat them? Really? Neat. Are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
The child looks at you straight on, unafraid, searching your face.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong. Or crazy. Maybe you're right. At least they don't mind where anyone goes. They know we can't leave the island. And it's a lot nicer out here than outside. They're gone now. The Magisters took them already. I guess now they're cured. And maybe they're waiting for me back at home. But you didn't die. There isn't anywhere safer. That's what I mean. You'll see.
Fair enough. I'm just taking shit. I don't even know if it means anything. I don't know. Not memorized, can only be cast in combat. I don't know what that is. Not enough source points. Source muted, can't cast. Okie dokie. I'm a bush. Metal Gear. Otacon. I'm a little elf woman. Sneaking around in a bush.
Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they made it to shore.
Metal Gear. Bit weird, isn't it? Oh, just okay.
Thought these bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay. Drowned and eaten by a Voidwoken. I wonder in which order.
Look here, Quercus. Another giant. My word, this blasted isle is teeming with them. What's that? Yes, I did see how it made short work of the great acorn servants. Quite right, very impressive. But that is no reason to trust it. Giants like that destroyed our forests. They are the very reason the great acorn is returning in all its wrath. What? Dear me, have you taken leave of all 6 of your senses? You would have me use this giant for a shield? Why would I? Oh, I see. You cunning devil, Quercus. Of course, if it defeated the great acorn's vile servants, it can do so again. We need only follow in its big, wide shadow and be safe. Egads! It speaks our tongue, Quercus! Hush before— What do you mean a good time for introductions? You know full well who I am, you silly old cat. The great Salora, grandest of the— Oh, introduce myself to the giant! No, we will have the giant march. In time, we'll see whether it deserves our confidence. Now, onwards! Shield! Venture forth, post-haste. The great acorn waits for no one. My, the giant takes notice of its charges. Dear me! What? Speak! Shield! What? A giant body, but no giant brain, eh, Quackers? Surely even the tall folk know that Rivellon was bare before the great acorn fell from above and seeded the Earwood, covering this land in beautiful, perfect forests. Beautiful and perfect until the giant races, no offense, realized they could use it to build their houses and fuel their fires. They carved the Earwood up, and the forests shrank and shrank. But someday, the great acorn will fall again. Indeed!
Okay. Die by the sword. Tie your knife or shiv. That's what you have to a stick or a branch. Now you got a sword of sorts. Oh, okie dokie.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady malcontent. Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep. The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smouldering embers that sizzle your very soul.
Come to report for duty, have you? I must say I find that very remarkable. Word has reached me, you see, through a very sour grapevine indeed, that you turned your back on your master. Left me to fend for myself. So much easier, isn't it, to look out for oneself alone? Of course I did. Takes more than some oversized cuttlefish to get the better of me. Besides, you'll find I wasn't complaining. I was making a point. About oneself. Alone. So, if there's nothing further...
Yeah, he's that kind of person.
If you really must know, I haven't quite decided yet. I've a frightful amount of things on my mind, hence my standing here contemplating the waves.
He sighs dramatically.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean? Memories. Quite so.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's
The guy
horizon,
kind of reminds
I
me
picture
of
the palaces
King
that formed my paradise.
from
Lost.
what was it called? It's an anime. I know that does narrow it down. Where the heroes were, God, it had. It had heroes in the title. It was God, I can't. I've seen the first season. Like, it has the little girls that are all like weapons, and all the heroes are like collared up, basically, and they have to die and then be resurrected. And the dude was like, he threw knives and they exploded, and there was like, yeah, it was.
What do you mean? What do I mean? I mean just what I say. I had a very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am? Well, more's the damn pity, isn't it? For I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World Tamer, the Spouse of the Sun. Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. for the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have, truly. A kind offer indeed. Even if it comes from the very person that left me and others to rot on a sinking ship. You do look able, though, despite your selfish tendencies. Fine. On one, for reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer, one of the mystics of my kind. I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Promise me we'll look for him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company. Jolly good. So, now that that's
nothing against me
settled,
for
first
that.
things first. Even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on. As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge. What say you?
Oh, so you can say like where he wants to go.
Very well. Onwards then to victory or...
The Red Prince nods, and...
Now, as you're aware, you'll be traveling with a prince. Proper forms of address include Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, or if you're feeling particularly frivolous, Milord. As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to carry my belongings. Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see...
Yeah. The Fresh Prince of Jolly Island. If you're wondering if I'm gonna stay like this, yeah, for as long as possible.
A black cat. Or some would see this as an omen.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity.
What? How did I get... Hey, stop following me. Huh? Yeah, fine. I'm fine. I'm not sure. It's all a little foggy.
The cat opens his mouth as if to speak, but his eyes... The cat's eyes are...
Okay, so I got a cat, a squirrel riding on a horse, undead squirrel thing, and a red lizard man that thinks he's a king. He might be.
I've spotted something. I need a shovel.
One must put in due effort if one is to reap the proper reward.
Okay. Okay, so that's shared.
wonder where this leads.
As the alcove opens up, you see the same skeleton that you met on the boat before it sank. He's still not wearing his mask. He's leaning over a corpse, prodding and pulling at the skin of its face.
Bugger. How on earth am I supposed to... Oh. Perhaps...
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face, pulling sharply upwards. After a few more tugs at the man's cheeks, the skeleton relents, letting the head drop to the ground with a damp thud.
Damnation. That stuck fast. I wonder, does the beard act as some form of anchor? Ah! No! Stay back! Don't... Oh. It's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected. Oh, yes. An exceptionally common, but exceptionally valuable commodity. A face. A face that seems rather stubbornly attached to his skull. I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously rip the face from the body. I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But as I lack such a tool...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's skin holds firm.
Carved? Please. You hardly think I am one of your breed, do you? You have never seen anything like it because you have never met anyone like me. Simply put, I am an eternal, and you are not. You have my sympathies. Indeed, no one seems to have the good taste to be. My people are rather absent, at least from this realm. As for the others, well, there is an excavation site at the Black Pit's oil fields. Perhaps there I'll find my answers. A companion? After you left the others to die on that ship? Then again, I am somewhat isolated here. I
tried to wake your asses up. I talked to you before the thing exploded.
Advantageous. You seem more at ease in this world than I. A guide would certainly be useful. Excellent. While we are conversing, perhaps you notice that I am rather skilled in, well, all things. Of course, the arcane arts are my little speciality, but being a brilliant wizard does not mean I cannot handle blade or bow. So, I could do that with one hand behind my spine. Now, shall we get on? Splendid. Very well.
Okay. I have a weird-ass party right now. Why the fuck are we all poisoned? Stepped in something over there. Kind of weird I can't change characters from here. I guess I can. Oh, there we go.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Loudly wonder why they'd bother. A tongue can't be hard to grow back.
Stay silent, elf!
Atusa clenches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
Hush now.
The fuck was all that?
A single name throbs across your brain. Verdas, Verdas, Verdas. He must escape. He cannot die here. He cannot.
Yeah, I do need persuasion. That kind of goes with being a lore master and jester. One free attribute point per point invested. Heals you whenever you deal damage directly to vitality.
He hasn't changed a bit. Always late.
Hmm. far out, man. Mnemonic. Turn off your braziers. Fuck you.
Where is he?
Looks a little bit better farther away. Yeah, but that's gonna do it for me. This is a lot better than I thought. The first one, well, I knew it was gonna be better. I did play like an hour of the first one, like I said, but like, I don't know, it wasn't grabbing me. It seemed fine. It was playable. It was fine. I was going around, but it just didn't have that certain, like, je ne sais quoi, right? It's like, which I literally just means a certain something, I believe. It just didn't have that certain something. At least not in the initial hour. I know it's like an 80-hour game, right? So it's like, it could absolutely become just an amazing game as I go through, and I do want to go back to it and play some more of it. I'll probably hop between 1 and 2, maybe, but like the second one here, I'm liking everything. It just seems to be so much more in exactly what I was wanting from this pack, because I wanted to get Baldur's Gate 3. I've always been looking at it, but man, that price is not coming down. It's like $53 on sale. And I know it's a damn good game, and I know it's huge, and I know it's great. I don't have the money. So, this one was on a heavy sale for the definitive edition and all that for 1 and 2 combined for like $23, and I was like, okay. I got you on that one. Alright, so it's, yeah, the first Divinity. Yeah, so this one is on sale. I was also playing a little bit of Diablo 2 Resurrected. I'm only like 1 or 2 hours into the game. I got it. I don't know why I got it. I must have got it on sale. I don't know. And then I started playing it, and then I was like, eh. It really wasn't a great purchase because the character is so fucking censored. Like, I know I shouldn't care, but man, I'm playing as like a female Amazon, and she just looks so ugly, man. And they de-skimped all the armor, so now you're just playing at this ugly fucking, just, I don't know, it's, and a character doesn't have to be pretty for me to play him, but it helps, and you kind of have to see her face, and if she's like the only body type that I like too, and it's like, and it doesn't seem that there's armors to cover the face, at least in Diablo 4 and 3. 3 actually had good faces and all that. It's like, and bodies, and I didn't have any problem playing any of the characters in 3. 3 was fine. I had a great time with 3. I put hundreds and hundreds of hours in 3. 4 is okay. I only play as Necromancer in 4. Only. I played as some of the others, but I 99% of the time only play as Necromancer. Whereas in 3 I played as Monk. But in 2 it's Amazon, so it's generally the female classes. But Yeah. So, yeah, Divinity 2 was not expecting to get enthralled so much. It was like, yeah, it's like picking up all the random shit and doing all the random shit, and it's just. I was also playing Morrowind a little bit ago. I started a new game on that. I've just been in an ARPG mood. I don't know. It's just a Western RPG mood. So yeah. Also, Triangle Strategy. Was playing some of that. I have some beef with Triangle Strategy. It is so close to being Final Fantasy Tactics. It is not. It wouldn't take much to make it, though. The thing that it's missing is it is just too damn strict on experience. Like, if the experience for attacking and doing things were tripled, it would make the game so much better. It's also had the problem with Octopath Traveler. The experience is just too low. It's too much grinding. It's like, I literally have to spend hours before every time I stream Triangle Strategy of grinding those things, which I have fun doing. It's just leveling up my characters and doing shit only to get into a battle and get my ass handed to me and then level up during the battle. So it's like, I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, thank you guys for watching and see you guys next time.